everyone, and welcome back to the Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we're going to be checking out the new features for the Lovestruck expansion pack. Now, this has been leaked for quite some time. I think it goes back to like last week that we were getting this new expansion pack. Now, if you've been following the Sims 4 roadmap, you probably already know that we were promised an expansion pack, 2 destination build kits that we've already got, and 2 free Stylish Sims 4 updates. And with all that being said, we finally have more information on this expansion pack, so let's get to it. And here we are, the new Lovestruck expansion, new pack features. This is on Sims Community. I'll go ahead and link it in the description if you guys want to check out their website. They've got a lot of great Sims 4 news on their website to keep you up to date with everything going on in the Sims 4. Now, this is a new wave of leaks about the upcoming Sims 4 expansion pack, which we know is going to be all about love because of the roadmap, like Let Love In. This is the pack we're getting. Now, it says the leak suggested that the expansion pack will be officially announced on June 27th, but the pack won't be released until July 25th, 2024, which checks out because a lot of these summer expansion packs always come out in like late July. So I would expect probably this is the most accurate date for it to come out. So let's get into all the features that are coming with the Lovestruck expansion pack. There are a lot of them, and I am super excited to actually be able to play with this expansion pack when it comes out. This brings us to the match section. So that is correct. Your Sims now have a Cupid's Corner, which is essentially a dating app for your Sims 4. Now, basically, what your Sims will be able to do is have their own dating profile. So they'll be able to write a bio, take a selfie, and choose their traits to display. The app curates it to match your Sims, age preference and all of their, traits and stuff that they put in, and also your sexual orientation as well. So you are able to find Sims through that dating app to make it a little bit easier to find your Sims love. Now, this brings us to the next point, because if you find a Sim through the dating app that you want to go out on a date with, you now can have more control over your dates. So I feel like in The Sims beforehand, the dates weren't as fun as they could have been, and I think they're now rediving into that and making it 10 times better, because now we can choose what type of date we want to have with our Sims. We can select the venue. We can also invite more Sims if we want to make it like a double date, which I find so cute. I'm honestly shocked as to why we haven't gotten it before, but I'll take it now. We also can choose different activities to do, and with those activities, it will have different goals for the dates for our Sims to complete through whatever they are doing on their date. Also, Sims finally won't interrupt other Sims when they're on a date. So if you have your Sim and another Sim going on a date, those two should no longer be interrupted by other Sims walking up to them and conversing with them when you're in the middle of a date. I've never understood that. Finally, they are fixing it. Also, if your date is progressing and you want to take things to a different location, wink, you can now do that just like in real life. And if your date isn't going that well, you can end it early. And just like in real life, if your date's going really well, then you can take it to another location. And if your date's not going that well, then you can end it early and never have to see that Sim again. Now we move on to new romantic interactions. We basically have some more, romance interactions for your Sims. We can have them share a treat box, which I find very cute. Maybe it's Valentine's Day. You want to share like a little chocolate box with your Sims. You can do that now. You can also cuddle in bed with them or share special moments on the romantic blanket. And this blanket is portable, so you can go anywhere with this blanket if you want to snuggle, kiss, or woohoo with your Sims. But just remember that love can be a tricky game, and if your Sims get a back-to-back heartache, they could possibly die from a broken heart, which we will be testing out. I will make a challenge video, see how quickly my Sim can die of a broken heart. Next up, we have the connection feature, which I actually am quite in love with this. I will admit, I was a little love-struck when I saw this. But we now have 3 different things within the connection feature, which is romance dynamics, turns on and turn offs, and traits for like who are you when you're in love. Now, the first one with romance dynamics, in the name of it, your Sims now have more dynamics within their romantic life. So if your Sims are in a relationship, it can be a wholesome relationship. Sims are deeply in love and show it. You can have a steamy relationship, where relationships with a physical focus that are more physically focused. You can have a strained, unhappy relationship that, your Sims, might have started out, in a wholesome relationship, and throughout whatever life took them in The Sims 4, they could end up in a strained relationship. And then you have unpredictable, which is quick changes between arguing and affection. And I absolutely love this romance dynamic because it gives your Sims more gameplay options. You can also develop these through your gameplay. So as I was saying, maybe your sim, started out wholesome, it became strained, or maybe it started out steamy and is now unpredictable. I mean, there are so many options for you and your Sims. I'm honestly at a loss for words because I'm so excited to be able to have this romance dynamic in my game. Now that brings us to turns on and turn offs. So these essentially, again, I don't know if I need to even explain this because it's how Sims are attracted to each other will influence their behavior. I love this section because with this, your Sims can basically choose their turn on and turn offs, whether it's through activities, characteristics, fashion, and romance style. Basically lets your Sims personality shine in their romance department as well. And I love that fact because now you can make it more interesting between your Sims with what they like and what they don't like. And sometimes within The Sims, it kind of gets annoying having to pick who your Sims will date. So now having this gives you kind of an idea of what your Sims want and who they want. So I love that aspect. So it kind of gives you more of a direction in your gameplay. This next one is traits, which I actually love. There are 2 new traits for this in romantic situations. One is a love bug Sim, who is someone who is especially enthusiastic about finding love. Kind of reminds me of a hopeless romantic, but in a cute way, a little love bug way. And then the next one is romantically reserved. These Sims will take a little bit longer to build relationships, but I love these 2 aspects because when they are in those romantic situations, because everyone's different, everyone loves differently. So you might have a Sim who is a love bug and is just so incredibly enthusiastic about finding love, or you might have a Sim who's a bit more reserved and it will take them a little bit longer to build up that relationship. And I just love that because it brings more dynamic into the Sims 4 game for your, gameplays and whatever you're doing. So the next one goes into romance. Yes, since we're talking about love, you got to talk about romance. And this is a new skill, which is pretty cool in The Sims because before your Sims didn't have a romance skill. And it really was just kind of formula, I say, on how to get Sims to fall in love with your other Sims. It was very easy without growing together and just base game Sims to get Sims to fall in love, in my opinion. If you just kind of follow the formula of building up their friend level and then going to the romance side. Well, now they're improving it with your Sims having to actually gain skills. So when your Sims are level 10, it'll be a lot easier for them to, woo their dates, to maintain relationship satisfaction. You get new perks as well. So at every level, something new will pop up. And at level 10, your Sims will have an aura of flirtiness, which kind of reminds me of the emotional aura stuff that we have The Sims. If you turn on the emotional aura, your Sims will have a certain moodlet from it. And they also added in teens for this expansion pack as well, which I am so happy about because teens also can be in love in The Sims. And I'm glad they are adding them into that. Now, the thing is, they'll only be able to do it with other teens, which does make sense, but at least they'll be able to get that skill and translate it over into their, young adult and plus years. We also have 2 new aspirations. Of course, we have 2 new aspirations whenever we get a new expansion pack or any pack. I feel like we get an aspiration. The first one is Romantic Explorer. In the name of it, these Sims just want to explore romance to the fullest, and they're interested in dating, but they're also interested in day-to-day expressions of love. The next one is the Paragon Partner Aspirations. These Sims have more focus goal of building happy relationships with more than one partner. The next one is the Romance Consultant Career. Now, I'm a bit sad because this seems to be more of a rabbit hole career, and there's 2 branches, and it's matchmaking and couples therapy. But I really think they could have made matchmaking into a bit more of an active career. Now, we haven't really seen anything career-wise. We haven't even gotten a gameplay trailer. This is all just, written for the key features. So there might be some more active tasks in this career to complete, but I will say I was a little bit sad that it's going to be another rabbit hole career, but who knows? But basically, your Sims will be able to give out some new interactions and also get some new heart-shaped office decor for their career. So that's quite cool. But I do admit I do love the idea of this career. I think it is a great, career to put in with this pack because it has to do with everything about love. So I'll take the new career. This was the rug that I think many people have seen, the bear rug. It's just simply iconic. I have no other, words to describe the bear rug, but I cannot wait to see that bear rug in The Sims. The next one is Discover. Of course, since we're getting a new expansion pack, we're going to be getting a new world within The Sims 4. Now, within the new world, we also have a new lot trait, which is singles hangout. We do have a lot of hangout traits. Like we have a dogs hangout, cats hangout. I think there's like a celebrity hangout, and then I think there's a university thing as well, but we don't have singles hangout, which I'm quite excited about because you can really make more nightclubs and lounges for your single Sims. Maybe you want to own a little club in The Sims. You can do that now with your new singles hangout lot trait. Anyways, speaking of the new world, I think it's Ciudad Enamorada, and it has 13 new lots across 3 neighborhoods, and we also have 2 new penthouses, a vacation rental, a park, a gym, a sultry nightclub, and a charming lounge, which I'm pretty excited about. I will say I understand The Sims have to add a park into every expansion pack, but this park better be good, okay? I don't want a basic park. I would like a good park. That's just my only request on that, but the other stuff I'm quite excited for. Now we have new venue interactions. Of course, since we were talking about venues, don't worry, we got some new stuff that your Sims can do. So if our Sims are out on the town, we'll have new ways to attract or connect with them. So maybe your Sims are at the gym, they can show off their fitness. Sims who are at a museum can view art together now, which I'm actually shocked that it's taken this long to get that interaction, but we have it now, so I'm not going to complain. And then Sims who are out in nature at the park or beach can watch the sky or view stars together, which I love this idea. We technically already have something like this with the cloud gazing and the stargazing, but maybe they made it a bit more romantic, which they should have since we are in a romance expansion pack. And then there's even a new seductive dance for the bar, nightclub, or lounge. I'm curious to see what they mean by seductive dance. But anyways, that wraps up the new Lovestruck expansion pack and the new key features for this pack. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this expansion pack and what you're most excited for when this expansion pack does get released. Now, we should be getting a gameplay trailer as well, but I would say that's probably going to be 2 weeks before the pack does drop officially. But with that all being said, thank you all so much for watching. I am quite excited for this to come out, and I like to keep a level head when we get an expansion pack or any type of pack for The Sims before it comes out, just because you never know what it will be like in game. But I will say The Sims have really stepped up the way that they are making their, DLC packs for The Sims and just making it a lot more playable. They've also brought out several updates to work on the core files for The Sims 4 to make it less buggy and all of that. But I just can't wait to see more information on this pack. We don't have too much stuff, so I don't want to, over talk about it too much, but I am so excited to be able to play and explore with this pack when it comes out. I think this will definitely be in the top of my list for my favorite packs that have come out in The Sims 4. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to put it out there. For right now, I will say from the features, I'm in love. I've been love-struck by The Sims yet again. Anyways, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's YouTube video. Again, let me know down in the comments what you think about this expansion pack. What are you most excited for? And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all on Monday.